Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Marketing the Invisible. I'm Tom Poland, beaming out to you from the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, Australia. Joined today by Viv Guy. Viv, I believe you're on top of the world. Welcome. Where are you hanging out?
Hi there, Tom. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm over in the UK in very wet Lancashire at the moment,
From
rural
wet
Lancashire.
Lancashire to very, very dry Sunshine Coast. Folks, Viv has got something which I absolutely love because it's incredibly specific and it's really the pointy end of marketing, and it happens to be a thing that she does that I know works super, super well. So if you want a surefire way to generate more clients, something that's been proven over and over and over again, you probably should listen up. This is an online sales growth expert. She's a serial entrepreneur. She's host of a #1 marketing podcast. So a real pleasure to have you on the show, Viv. She teaches business owners how to hit the sales targets and make more money every month with her profitable podcast method, also saving them time and energy in the whole process. So it's like a no-fuss, simple way, no-brainer way to bring on new clients. Lots of magic about this. Title, without further ado, is How to Use Podcast Guest Interviews to Hit Your Sales Targets. Viv, thank you for being here. I will now shut up. The floor is yours. Question number 1, 7 minutes starts now. Who's your ideal client?
So I work with service-based business owners, so think course creators, coaches, consultants, the likes, people who are really passionate about changing lives of other people for the better. So change makers.
Our tribe. Perfect. Thank you for that. What's the problem you solve for them?
Well, I help people make more money. That's the long and short of it, if we want to be succinct. But I help people who've got an income plateau or seen a decline in sales and who are feeling really burnt out with social media. That's the biggie in there as well.
It's
Because
not hard.
it's a real thing.
Not hard to get there, is it?
Not hard to get there.
So many shiny things to chase with social media, but it's really hard to generate leads, quality leads, certainly. So what would you say? Question 3 is, what are the symptoms people going through when they kind of like a heads up, they should be reaching out to you and having a chat with you? One of them I've already heard, which is doing a lot of social media and not seeing much result for it. What else is going on in their business or their life where might give them a bit of a clue as to whether they need to talk with you?
Sure. So your content that you're creating, maybe social media, is not getting much engagement. Slow audience growth. So no matter how much you're showing up, doing the thing, breadcrumbing in people's Facebook groups, all of that kind of stuff, your audience growth is slow. You're not bringing in enough warm traffic to hit your enrollment goals and sales targets every month. Maybe you don't know what action to take now. You're kind of like, I've done social media. I'm really not sure. Do I YouTube? Do I blog? What do I do? What is missing? Maybe your content's not converting and you just can't scale your business. You can't grow. You can't go to that next level because you can't get the income to that level where you can invest in the right team and systems to help you get there. So all of those things are kind of indicators.
A whole bunch of symptoms there. Is it possible one of the symptoms is they are actually generating a bunch of leads, but it's rubbish? They're just not.
And
Broke.
bad leads. Yeah. So obviously, as we said, maybe not converting, and maybe it's just because you're bringing in some people and they're just not the right fit for you. So you kind of, it's really frustrating that.
In a way, bad leads is worse than no leads because you're wasting everyone's time, the prospect's time,
So
your own
much
time.
Yeah.
You're talking about, coaches, consultants, speakers, authors, trainers, etc. These are pretty get up and go people. These are people who are going to be trying stuff. What would your what would your typical client be saying to you that they tried before they engage your services that just you're thinking, well, that was never going to work? What are some of the common mistakes they're making?
So for a lot of people, they have tried adding more platforms. So maybe they started on Instagram or Facebook, or maybe, the thing last year, everyone was hopping on over to LinkedIn. So if they had Instagram and Facebook, I'm now on LinkedIn, adding more platforms, more places to try and kind of be visible, which is, taking more of your precious time. So adding to that burnout. So also I see people adding strategies in. So like podcast guesting and guesting in other people's groups, but it's really ad hoc. So nobody kind of goes all in. And this is the big problem. It's a little bit of dabbling here. I'm going to try a bit of this. I'm going to try a bit of LinkedIn, try a bit of maybe guesting in people's groups, maybe dabble in ads for a month or two. Oh, that didn't work. So a lot of people jump again. Shiny object syndrome is a big big thing that people have. And it's easy because you kind of look around in the online space and you see what other people do to go, oh, that's working for them. I should try that strategy. That didn't work for me. And this is the thing. People don't give strategies and things long enough to really make a full analysis of whether they're actually effective or not.
And very often it's simply because they're not actually aware of what an effective strategy might look like. I mean, we all start guessing, I suppose. So
Absolutely.
we've got these people, they're growth orientated, they're assertive, they're keen to help people, keen to get more clients on board, keen to make some more sales, very active, generating perhaps some leads but aren't the best quality, and they want to flip the switch. They want to make sure, maybe they want to work less but actually get better results. Question 5 is, what's the top tip you can give these people that a valuable free action, something to get them started? It may not solve the whole problem, but it might be a step in the right direction.
Yeah. The big thing is to just stop creating volumes and volumes of content. People want quality. Start creating connections, and do this through something called hub marketing, which is basically connecting with people who already have a community of your people. Yeah. So these are kind of known as hubs. It's a term I learned from someone called Tad Hargrave. Amazing concept. But yeah, go where your people already are and have those conversations, which is where the beauty of podcast guesting comes in. Because conversations, it opens up so many more opportunities for you, collaborations, joint venture partnerships, all kind of things that can come out of that. Whereas kind of going in and hanging out, and doing this content that's just not getting seen, it's taking so much time. Use that time, reallocate it to having conversations with people who already have a community of people, and your results will just skyrocket. They will be.
So if you get someone on your podcast show who's already an influencer and already has got a community, the podcast is a fabulous way to establish very quickly a high level of rapport and respect and relatability and even reciprocity. It's pretty much and who doesn't want the genuine ego stroke of saying, tell us what you think? We would love to hear your thoughts. So let's. I don't want to leave people hanging. This is one of the surest, best ways to do lead gen, folks. But you might not want to try it on your own. So, Viv, I'm not getting a commission from you. I'm just letting everyone know that. Would love people to book a time to have a chat with you. Where could they go to find a time to have a chat with you about whether this is right for them or not?
Yeah, so it's really simple. Go over to vivguy.com/call, vivguy.com/call. And let's literally just hop on a call and talk through what's going on for you right now. You're going to come away with so much value from these conversations.
All right. And just to be clear, folks, there's no affiliate commissions changing hands here. There's no receipt set up or anything else. Not yet. Who knows? There may be. But at the time, I just invited Viv on because I know this is the slam dunk way to get new clients. And if you're needing new clients systematically, regularly, might be a good idea to hop on a call. Viv, V-I-V, Guy, GUY.com/call. 20 seconds left. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't?
If you are really struggling to hit the right people, not getting the right people on the call, the thing that you need to go to before you put any strategy in place is messaging. It's the foundations that you're going to build that house on that is your business.
Perfect. Viv Guy, thank you so much for a succinct and value-packed interview. Cheers.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks for checking out our Marketing the Invisible podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please head over to iTunes to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. It's very much appreciated. And if you want to generate 5 fresh leads in just 5 hours, then check out www.5hourchallenge.com.